Check one, check one.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Ryan Smith, with assistant directors Karen Martin and Joe Sterling, with percussion instructor Darren Good and auxiliary instructor Madison Newsick, led by field commanders Anola Maley, Caitlin Russell, and Lily Stewart. I am your band announcer, Jeff Hayden, and let's give a big Perry welcome to the 2020 edition of our Perry High School Marching Band.
Christian. So, Christian, we're gonna go between 1, 2, and 3 on this. If you're American, you can close in with the 50 right in the middle. I'm getting super tight to this over than you are. No, just right there where the key is.
Tonight, the Perry High School Marching Band will recognize their senior class of 2021. The 2021 senior band members have had a spectacular 4 years, earning 16 superior ratings, 8 awards for Best Music, 5 Grand Champion Awards, and qualified for state finals in every competition they have performed in. I ask that you please hold your applause until all of our seniors' names have been read. Dylan Brenner, escorted by parents Amanda and Jason Brenner. Alicia Connor, escorted by parents Susan and Kevin Connor. Ashley Cosgrove, escorted by parents Barry and Melissa Cosgrove. Jack Darnell, escorted by parents Amy and Jim Darnell. Benjamin Etheridge, escorted by mother Stephanie Etheridge, sister Hannah Etheridge, grandfather Pete Cadis, and uncle Stephen Cadis. Abigail Fenningsdorf, escorted by parents Jeffrey and Melanie Fenningsdorf. Logan Garrett, escorted by parents Brent and Tara Garrett. Lexi Grove, escorted by parents Richard and Jessica Grove, Bradlyn Arnold, and Chris Moser. Haley Harden, escorted by parents Kathy and Frank Harden. Chloe Hurricane, escorted by parent 10 Hurricane. Cherokee Hilfinger, escorted by parents Miranda and Greg Brinkerhoff. Raj Jeffries, escorted by parents Kelly and Rasu and sister Raquel Jeffries. Samantha Jones, escorted by parents Kimberly and Scott Jones. Caroline Kammerer, escorted by parents Jeff and Gretchen Kammerer. Michaela Kelly, escorted by parents Karen and Mark Kelly. Brooke Lenigan, escorted by parents Mindy Palmer and Scott Lenigan, and brother Reed Lenigan. Haley Little, escorted by sibling Cameron Little and Danielle Stevenson. Faith Lynn, escorted by Theodore Lynn and Jennifer Fowler. Nicholas Mankowski, escorted by parents Nikki and Jeff Mankowski. Benjamin Mastrocola, escorted by parents Marco and Jennifer Mastrocola. Nathan Miller, escorted by parents David and Holly Miller. James Mounts, escorted by parents James and Nikki Mounts. Olivia Penny, escorted by parents Carla and Thomas Penny. Destiny Post, escorted by Father Matt Post and grandmother Kathy Post. Brianna Rydell, escorted by parents Liz O'Dafer, Steve and Heather Rydell, and sisters Madison and Gwen Rydell. Bailey Richardson, escorted by mother Kelly Richardson and grandmother Sue Peters. Alexandra Riley, escorted by parents Andre and Jeffrey Riley and brother Jaden Riley. Caitlin Russell, escorted by parents Trey and James Russell. Ethan Schwartz, escorted by parents Patrick and Sharon Schwartz. Daniel Shamp, escorted by mother Lacey Weaver and grandmother Bonnie Shamp. Alyssa Vacani, escorted by father and stepmother Anthony and Deanna Vacani. Ryan Wilson, escorted by mother Rhonda Wilson and stepfather Eric Livesay. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2021 senior band members. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stand and join in the singing of the alma mater of our beloved Perry High School. Ladies and gentlemen, to celebrate our American freedoms and our American democracy, we invite all who are in attendance this evening to please stand at their places, face our stars and stripes, and join in the singing of our Star-Spangled Banner. Ladies and gentlemen, your hats, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and may God bless America. Though our world has been changing constantly, our students have been working tirelessly to put the best product they can on the field. Navigating this landscape could not be possible without the hard work and combined efforts of our students and staff. At this time, as we transition into the second half of our show, I would like to introduce Marching Band Director Mr. Ryan Smith to speak about our 2020 Marching Band season.
I'd just like to take a moment to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Back in June, if you would have asked me if we'd be doing this, I didn't think we were going to have a marching band. So I'm just excited that we got an opportunity to do this, especially for freshman parents. This year has been like any other. By far the most difficult year of my teaching career, but all of your kids have helped make this so much better. We're normally much more organized. I'm not normally canceling practices 5 minutes because of a thunderstorm, and usually at this point in the year, instead of winding down, we're just getting rolling. Normally our first competition would be this upcoming weekend, and we'd have the whole month of October. And I realize our performances have been limited this year, but we wanted to put together tonight just to sort of celebrate our music program and to celebrate what your kids have accomplished this summer under unbelievably difficult circumstances. So how about a round for those kids out there? I really don't like hearing myself 3 seconds after I'm actually talking. This delay is a little weird. I promised the kids I wouldn't tell any jokes, so I won't tonight. But I did want to put a plug in for the arts. While this has been an unbelievably difficult year, I think the hardest is yet to come. COVID-19 is by far the biggest threat to music education programs in our public schools and the arts in general. So I encourage you, go out, support the Canton Symphony. Do the local arts fundraisers, all those things, because they're struggling. We're hanging in there. We're doing okay, but the arts in our communities have not been able to do anything since March. So if we're going to keep the arts alive in Stark County, we've got to support them as a music community, so I encourage you to do that. I'd like one more round of applause. Our senior class has been phenomenal helping lead this group, so how about one more hand for our class of 2021? And I'd like to thank you all for coming out again tonight. I know I've been complaining for the last 2 weeks. I'm ready for fall weather. Of course, it's tonight. Why wouldn't it be? So it's a little chilly, and I apologize. The first half of our show tonight, that was our pregame. It's typically how we enter the stadium, come out, do our La Pantera up and down the field and all that. And then at halftime, this is what we've been doing this year. It's actually a segment of our intended competition show. So we're doing our first two movements of what would have been our competition show, and then we're closing with moves like Jagger. So thanks again for coming coming out, and we'll see you soon.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present our 2020 halftime show. This year's show was based on the theme of music from around the world and features music from Bizet's Farandal and a selection from Edward Algar's Enigma Variations. We open tonight's performance by traveling to France, incorporating a traditional French dance tune as well as March of the Kings, and featuring soloists Haley Harden and Destiny Post. Here is Bizet's Farandal. Our next selection takes us to England with a composition by British composer Edward Algar, featuring soloists Samantha Jones and Noah Riffle. Here is Enigma Variations. We conclude tonight's performance by flying across the pond and into the future 112 years with a song that landed in the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 list of 2011. Written by Maroon 5 and featuring Christina Aguilera, here is Moves Like Jagger. We'd like to congratulate our Marching Panthers on a summer of hard work and great effort. As always, you are truly the pride of Perry. The Perry High School Marching Band would like to thank all of our fans, parents, and administrators for your continued support. Thank you, and go Perry!